And we're back with the Bow Bros to talk more about the Botillion. So, how did you feel being picked as a bow, David?
It felt great because I knew a lot of people from past at my school have been picked, and I was like, what do I got to do? And then my counselor came to me and gave me the letter asking me did I want to be a part of it, and I was like, I was excited.
I was excited as well. Just felt like I was getting ready to be accepted into a new family. Just ready for the experience.
How did you get introduced to it?
I was actually asked by my counselor as well if I wanted to do it. And I was.
What exactly was the process to become a bow, David?
Pretty much, we filled out the letter, then we gave them our information, they did a background check on us to make sure we wasn't like no criminals or anything. And then we had an interview. Yes, I passed.
Oh, just checking.
And then we had an interview process at the hotel downtown at the Sheridan. And then we waited a couple of weeks and they gave us a letter saying that we was invited to be a part of the Denver chapter Botillion. So that was
excited?
the process. I was so excited.
Oh,
I was so excited.
Oh, God. Oh. You had to go through the same process?
Yeah, everybody had the same process.
You excited?
I was super excited.
You jump up and down and play your drums?
Something like that.
What sacrifices did you have to make being?
Well, every bow has to sacrifice a lot of time, but there's practices every Sunday, so I had to sacrifice a lot of other organizations that I was involved in, but
Like
it was
what?
all worth it. I had NAACP practices that are usually every Sunday, but it was all worth it in the end.
And for me, I took down a lot of church gigs since it was always on Sundays, but it was definitely worth it.
Oh, you had practice every Sunday. Did you like practice?
Some practices more than others, but
Why?
When we started to dance, that's when it got fun. It got really fun when we started our bow dance that we did.
Can you dance?
oh,
Yeah,
we can all
we can dance.
Oh, don't say oh. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we're asking. What was the dance like first learning it?
We was like, why are we walking around? And then when she started showing us our steps and we got into it, and it was pretty fun. And then,
Did you dance like that?
yeah, that's exactly how we danced. No,
Is
we
it
didn't
not
dance
lying?
like that.
Oh. So, okay, whatever. Yeah, just be best friends. How did it feel like being the person on the stage when you're talking about you giving your biography? Like, how did it feel? Did you have the butterflies? Like,
I was really nervous, but feel good after they said your name and all your accomplishments and what your future holds. It was a good experience.
I was scared that I was gonna fall off the stage. That's what I was going through my mind. But no, it felt really good. Like when I was listening, I was like, really, am I really about to do all this? But it was a good experience for me to like really step back and see what I'm about to do.
what were some of the practices like? Like, what did you do at practice? Because when I think about practice, because I'm an athlete, you know, like warm up, you run.
Yeah, we warm
you know?
up, we ran. They made us
Well, actually,
run.
we start every practice with a prayer first.
Yeah, we got a
Did you?
bow prayer.
No, we don't do that in volleyball. No. Watch out or you're going to get hit. Like, what else happened at practice?
And then we pretty much chilled, and then we waited for the dance day to come, and then we started our dance.
That's it.
Well,
And then
the
we
last half, at the beginning of when we first started, we had people come in and talk to us about sex and everything else that, you know, that a guy would come tell other men about. But that's how it pretty much was at the beginning, just sitting down and getting seminar.
Are you going to add anything or just going to agree?
Have to agree.
All right. How'd you pick your escort?
I actually didn't pick my escort. My escort was given to me. So
Yeah. Did you get along with her or were you like,
I did.
they gave me this
we
one?
actually clicked, so
Yeah.
I was a little nervous, but we actually hit it off pretty good. So.
Did you pick yours or did they give it to you?
Yeah, I was giving one. It was weird because my escort was a little shy and I don't like the loud, crazy one. But it was cool. It was very cool.
So you guys don't have game to get an escort or what?
Oh no, we do, but
What happened? What happened?
they just strongly they would rather them like give them escorts. So.
Well, the one I had was out of town and wasn't able to make all the meetings, so.
Oh, all right. So explain the significance of the kente cloth.
Well, the kente cloth was like, it felt like the next step into manhood.
Explain like exactly what it is.
It's a cloth it came straight from Africa that had bow in 2010 on it. So it was a big thing.
Yeah.
For us, yes.
Big ordeal. It's pretty much just a transformation from kid to man to me. When the scarf came from my dad to me, I just felt like it was over. So.
How did it feel having your parental figure place it around your neck? Like, what did that mean to you?
Felt like closure to me. Like this is the next step for me.
Did you feel like that day when you went home, like, I am a man? Is that what you felt like? Or were you just
Not
like,
really.
dang? Like,
Well, I felt that way when I got to the table. When we had to eat, and then my mom was just like, until you pay bills,
oh, it's you're not a man.
you're not a man.
What college? Do you plan to go to college?
Of course. I'm actually looking at the Art Institute of Las Vegas right now for music production. So.
You gonna go with him?
Well, I got into the school in Hollywood called Musicians
Did you?
Institute,
Ooh.
but my main focus right now is Berklee School of College of Music in Boston.
Alright. So you want to major in music?
Music production, making my own music.
I don't want to minor in that, but I want to major in music performance.
So tell more about the Botillion. Like, what? When you first heard about it, what did you think? Like, were you just like, well, since they're getting honored, I want to get into it, or did you really want to get into it? Because like, don't you have to do community service and things like that? Were you willing to do all that, or did you just want to get honored?
Well, yeah, I was willing to make the sacrifices that it took to become an actual boat. And we had to do a couple of community service projects.
How'd you go?
I felt that it was going to be a great experience going into my senior year and also have another big thing on my resume going into college. And also to meet a lot of new people,
Is that what you like? Do you like meeting people?
I love meeting new people.
Are you social?
Yes.
Always?
Always.
Kind
Try
of
to
quiet.
Try to always be social.
It's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay. So, what community service did you have to do? What type of community
We went
service?
to a middle school, or no, it was an elementary, and we had to help them read, and we read books to them, and we ended up playing sports. Like, we had two different groups, and the other group did basketball, and one group did football. So I think that was the major one that we did.
That didn't work out for you guys, huh?
Actually, it was fun. I was in the basketball group. One of the football people passed out one of the
Not me.
bows,
Not me.
but we was in the basketball group, so it was really fun.
Was it?
Mhm.
So, like, being in the Botillion, do you feel like you're higher, or, like, do you just feel the same? Like, how did it change your life? Are you gonna agree with him?
Well, for me, it taught me, it was like the next step, like literally the next step to manhood. Like, you have to be prepared, you have to come on time, have your stuff together. We're about to go off to college. You can't have your mom like telling you to get up to go to class and everything. So it was just that next step to becoming a man and going off to college. And it really helped.
Did it teach you, like, did it genuinely teach you a lot?
It did. Especially the seminars that we had.
What kind of seminars did you have?
The ones about STDs and all the other type of stuff that we need to know going into manhood.
Is that pretty much what it is? Like, is it teaching you how to go into manhood, or what?
Teaching you the vital things we need to know in order to be a successful man in society.
Is it diverse? Are there like a lot of different people, or is it mainly black?
It's mainly, battalion is mainly for black males.
What about for you guys' chapter? I saw a few different ones. No?
Well,
There's a
there
couple
was
different chapters.
No,
There's
I
a
mean the
couple.
people in your chapter. Like, was it diverse? Were there white, black?
Yes,
Yeah.
there was a lot of different races, but mostly it involved around black.
Yeah. So, on your first day, were you like excited or were you nervous? Were you like, I don't know what kind of people they're gonna be? Were you nervous?
I was really nervous.
Why?
Didn't know. I wasn't sure what to expect. Wasn't sure who or what was about to happen. So just going in as a blank head. Pretty much.
Yeah. Are your parents very proud of you, or like, did they expect this? Like, did they expect you to like succeed and do stuff like this, or were they like surprised, like, dang, he really got into it? How'd your parents feel?
My mom kind of expected it because I've had pretty much a high grade point average all through high school. So when it did come up, she was really excited though. So.
See, me, I'm the opposite. I just got my GPA. But no, for like this type of organizations, I've gotten acceptance letters, like mostly pretty much all around high school because of my music, but it wasn't a big shock to them, but it was pretty big.
Was it? Did you guys like celebrate it? Does all your family know? Did you have a lot of people come? Like,
I had a couple church people come, but we didn't like really celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, just had a couple family members at the Botillion.
It's like, do you feel like you have like a good support system and that's why you do well? Or do you feel like I really want to be someone, so that's why I do well?
I feel it's kind of both. I have a good support system at home with both of my parents, and I also have myself that I want to do good. So
Mine is the same. It's for me. It's more self-motivation, because I know you talking to me is just gonna. For me, it's not gonna do much. But if I don't put the work in, then you won't see a change. You're not going anywhere, you know. So it was self-motivation for me.
So you both have both of your parents, right?
Yes.
So like, how did it feel seeing some of the guys go up there and knowing that they only have a single mom? Like, did it touch you, or did you feel like, were you really thankful? Like, I'm glad I still have both.
yeah, I was really thankful, very thankful myself.
Why?
Because I just have to appreciate, because there's kids that really don't just have one or the other, and I'm blessed to have both. So
I know for me, my dad was in the military, so he was always gone. So I had like not a huge connection, but I knew how it felt. But that also made me like more humble to know that I still had both my parents still there and my dad is still alive, you know. So it was really a humble experience when I saw that.
What would you tell, like, say someone was to come to you and they're like, how do I get into it? Like, what do I do to get into it? Like, what would you say?
I would say that you be the best that you can be in school, in sports, in activities outside of school, and also just be a well-rounded person, and they'll choose you.
covered everything.
So, you had a lot of stuff written down, like, for your biography being read. What were some of those things?
For mine, it was more like who's who out of outstanding middle school students, which is a thing you get for being an outstanding middle school student, that the top 100 colleges will get to look at you when it comes to time, and mostly more music stuff.
Me, it was major music stuff, and I also was in Who's Who for math. So
What is who's who?
it's an organization for people who like excel in a certain subject in school.
Mhm.
You get like a little plaque and things like
You
that.
get your name, like your face, in like a 1,000-page book or something.
Really?
It's huge.
So, all the bows, like, were most of them, like, did a lot of them, were they very successful? Was it weird going in there knowing, like, there could be someone in here who does something as good as me or better? Like, how did it feel knowing that because I'm a good person going in here, there are going to be other good people? How did that make you feel?
Made me feel good that I'm surrounded by more people like myself that are trying to get to the same goal that I'm trying to get to.
It felt great. And that's how I knew, like, that once we became friends, that those were those type of good friends that you need to help you push yourself, like, further along. So it felt great. It felt great.
Did it, what kind of family, like, with the staff, and what kind of staff were on with the bows?
Moms.
A lot of moms. Nothing but moms.
Did it feel like,
Moms.
did it feel like they were your mom?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They're under their wing.
Could you connect to them like, wow, I feel like she's my mom, or I could tell her something that I couldn't tell my mom? Is that how you felt?
Yeah,
I definitely.
definitely.
Why?
Because they just made that off-top connection with each bow. They took the time out to say, this is me, this is you, you know, that one-on-one time that you need.
You?
It
Is
was,
that how you
it was,
felt?
it was exactly how I felt.
So the night of the Botillion, how did everything work out?
It was so real. Like we was there at like 7:30 in the morning. We were all looking around like everybody's sleeping. We're just like, it came so quick, you know.
Did it?
And
It
then
came so quick and it went real fast.
real fast.
It went real fast. But it was beautiful though.
How'd the day work out? Like, did you guys get dressed? Did you run through the dance again?
Well,
Practice all day.
Did you?
we practiced all day. We got there, we rehearsed, and then we got dressed, and then we rehearsed, and then ate, and then rehearsed,
Then rehearsed.
and then it was time to go.
Was it sad for the after party? I was there. Was it sad leaving?
Yeah, it really hit me when it was time to sign each book.
Yeah. Oh,
Say
did you
goodbye.
cry?
No, I didn't cry.
You held it in?
Yeah, I had to hold it in.
Yeah.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't cry.
No.
No.
Oh, dogs don't cry. Alright. Okay, and that's all with the Bros with arayja on voiceofreality.tv.